Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Martyna and welcome to another episode of Craft Therapy, which is a series of videos here on my channel in which we create create as friends. We create without pressure, create for the joy of it, without plans, goals, specific projects, without worrying about anything. We are just having fun and it really feels like crafting with friends. So if it sounds interesting, grab something to drink, grab a project you would like to work on, and it can really be any project. This is not about the project. This is not about finishing something or being super inspired and super creative. This is about just doing something creative, and whether it's just gluing things down on paper or making an elaborate junk journal, that's up to you. I just hope you join me and hope you have fun crafting alongside with me. So you guys, today we are picking up right where we left off the last time. The playlist with all the videos from Craft Therapy is always linked in the description box for you. I haven't done anything without you, so this is basically what we left off with. We were in the last episode making something with what I had on my desk, and what I had is my fairy papers, and I fussy cut some fairies from those. I had paper scraps, and I had some scrapbooking paper scraps. So we decided to, I decided to make tags with those. So this is basically what we finished with. We have our backgrounds with some pieces of paper, and we have our fairies, which I really want to be our focal points. And so before we finished the last video, I said that I was thinking about adding maybe some scraps of fabric to the backgrounds. So I'm going to lift off this fairy. I quite like how these scraps are positioned here. I think it makes an interesting composition, and I have 6 of them because I'm making 6 fairy journals. I want one for each of those, and I have, let me check. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, I have my huge box of paper scraps. You guys, it's this huge, and I'm totally not going to be able to show it to you, but let me just share a piece of it here. So this is my fabric scraps, and so because it's so big, I can't fit it on my desk. That would be a catastrophe. But let me pick some things out. Oh, see, this is gorgeous. This would look perfect as part of a background. What else do I have? I have a piece of this fabric, which is really pretty. This could work as well. What else? Oh, a little bit of this. This is like a sheer lace sort of thing. So what I want to do is I want to build some interest to the background. I want to add some kind of neutral things. This is gorgeous. Kind of neutral, just something to make my background more interesting, and also to make it perhaps a little bit more 3D. Perhaps add a little bit more texture. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so I'm just picking some pieces that I believe might work here, but if they will they actually work, we will we will have to see. Okay, what else? What else do I have? I think lace would work really well on those backgrounds. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. Any lace scraps that I might have. This is pretty. Okay. Oh, look at this, you guys. This is scrumptious. I love it. Just a little bit of this. Okay. So, let's take this off for a second. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to glue my paper pieces down first. So I'm going to take a glue stick, and guys, be proud of me. I am embracing new territory. I am actually not inking around. I think I've mentioned it in some of my videos, but I always like the projects that people make, you know, collaging or stuff, and they are not inking around. But when I don't ink around, I usually don't like it. So but I'm trying, you know, I'm trying new things. so let's see how it looks. I think because I'm not inking around, I think it will make my backgrounds a bit softer, and thanks to that, the fairy images are going to be much more kind of visible, and they will be proper focal points. So it's still Monday today when I'm filming this. I think I will post this video tomorrow, which is Tuesday, so a day after the first part. Yeah, the day after the first part. And excuse me, yeah, so like I mentioned in yesterday's video, we went for a walk. It's really chilly, you guys, very cold, very winter-like here in Poland. Okay, and for vellum I like to use double-sided tape, so I'm going to use a piece of this. But still, we completed our loop. We have this loop that we we walk. It's about 4.5 kilometers, and it took us, oh, I love it, okay, let's put this aside. We will trim these in a moment. Okay, now see, this is the time when I can move around my pieces, see if perhaps I want them somehow different. I would like this piece to be a little bit more visible. So that's I think what I'm going to do. Okay, I will start with this. So yes, so it was it's about an hour and about a little bit over 4.5 kilometers, and actually, you know, when you are dressed warmly and you are walking briskly like we were just marching, you're not cold. I mean, my face was cold because my face was not covered, but other than that, it was really nice. And right now, so we basically came back, I made tea, and I came here to film the rest of this video because I just couldn't wait to create those, to keep creating with you guys. So what did I want to say? Oh, so right now I feel this really nice, really pleasant tiredness, like physical tiredness, you know what I mean? When you work from home a lot, and I do, you it's sometimes a bit like it's easy to be tired, to feel tired mentally, and it's not that easy to feel tired physically. And so even though I feel tired, super tired mentally sometimes after a day of work, I have trouble sleeping, for instance, because I'm not physically, oh, I love this, I'm not physically tired. And so I love these walks, and I love this feeling. Oh, what is my vellum piece on this one? Is it this? I think so. Maybe I like it here. Okay. So it's a really nice feeling, a really nice feeling. And like I said in a previous video, it really does make me feel accomplished, like I did something good for my body, for my mind. Yeah, it's awesome. Okay. Gorgeous. Oh, where's my fairy? Here she is. Oh, I love this. I love this. And we'll still add things to it. Oh no, it's not her, I think. Was it her? No, I don't really know. It was her. Okay, I love her too. Number 3. Let's see how we want these scraps. Maybe this one slightly lower, like that. And then my vellum and this one, I need them a bit. Okay, so this one could go here. Yes, I like it. And then a vellum piece maybe somewhere here. Okay. So how are you today, guys? How is did you have are you having, I don't know, are you having a good start to your week is what I'm trying to ask. So like I said, it's still Monday here for me, and yeah, it's a good Monday. Ever since I started working on my own, on my crafty business, I've been really loving Mondays. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a good relaxed weekend, although I often do some work on weekends as well. But Monday for me right now is just like, there's so much possibilities, so much I can do creatively. Okay, I think I'm running out of this glue. Yeah, need to take another one. Maybe this one is a bit fuller. So there's so much possibilities in a Monday. Okay. But definitely did not like Mondays when I was still working in my corporate job. Definitely not my favorite day. Friday was my favorite day. This has changed for me, definitely. Okay, I love this. And I think I want a little bit of this vellum somewhere around her head. Okay, by the way, these fairies come from my fairy garden kit, which is a digital kit that you guys can get in my shop. And maybe here, actually, among other things, of course. Okay, I like it's just around, so there's this little space here for her head. I like it. Okay, I'm leaving this one for last, and I will tell you why when we get to her. But so far, let's go with this one. So yeah, I really like how this fairy kit turned out. And like I said, I think I mentioned it already, but I wanted to make a fairy kit for some time now. And when you want something, you know, for a while, and it's like a big project for you, it can get a little bit maybe like this. Yeah, it can get definitely a little bit intimidating. So I was putting it off, And finally I decided to do it. Well, I did it first for my Patreon, so my Patreons get this whole kit for free, kind of, as their gift. And I'm also making an add-on with pockets and journaling cards and tags, many different tags, and this will be Patreon exclusive. So just for patrons, if you would like to check it out, the link is in the description box. But of course you can make your own cards and pockets and stuff from the papers themselves. So do check out the kit in the shop, and the link is in the description box. Okay, so this piece of vellum can go here. Okay, pretty. This one next, and I think I quite like how it is set up here. Okay. So on Wednesday, which is probably going to be tomorrow from when I publish this video, on Wednesday, I'm super excited because I've been invited to my previous team's Christmas party. So when I was still working in a corporate job, and I resigned and kind of went full-time crafty business this year in March, actually. So March was my first month of not working there, and I've worked there for 5 years. So this has been and still is quite a transition. So but my favorite part about this job was my team, was the people that I worked with. And before everything, before 2020 happened, we used to do a lot of like team going out and having fun and playing some board games and eating pizza, or we were close. And this glue doesn't seem to work very well on this paper for some reason, so I'm going to use some wet glue. So we are just close, and we really had an amazing group of people. So that was the part that I was sad about leaving them and saying goodbye. But they are super nice, and they still invite me to go with them when they have some well, I'm saying party, but it's just going to be like a dinner or something. Maybe this way. Yeah. So this flat bit can be at the bottom. I love it. And this one, because I cut it like this, I'm not super certain about her. And so I had this other fairy that I thought I would quickly fussy cut and see if maybe I prefer her. Now if I can find her, this one, so I would fussy cut her with those flowers. Maybe that would be a better shape. So maybe even with this flower, let me see. Yes, so we are going, and I'm also happy because it's not far from my apartment. So I can even walk there. It's like maybe a half an hour walk. It's in this little cozy bistro, which is run by my friend's husband's friends. My bestie's husband's friends. Yeah. So we went there with my friend and her husband and Darek one time, just the four of us, and the food is really good, and it's just this cute, cozy place. So this is where it's going to be, and I'm excited to see all of my friends and also to meet some of the new guys who joined the team, and get to know what's been going on, because one thing about my previous work is that the work was tough, the workload was enormous, but while we complained, because sometimes you just have to complain to feel better, we were always very determined and very positive. So I just want to know, maybe it's better right now. I just want to know how they are doing. I miss them. Okay, so you have this one, and I think I prefer her. So how do I add those pieces so that the bits that I want are still visible? Maybe I will move this music paper. Oh, yes, definitely. And then we will add the vellum piece somewhere. Okay. So I wonder how many people will be there and how many of them I will know, but I asked my friend to meet me earlier so that we can have seats next to each other, so at least I know someone. No, I think there will be some peeps from our old crew, and I'm really excited to see them. Could be here. Okay, no, for some reason these ledger papers don't want to stay glued with when I try to glue them down with my glue stick, so that's okay. They are quite thick, and also that they are vintage, so the texture, maybe there is something about the texture or the paper that just makes them not want to stay on a page. But that's okay, we can use wet glue for those. Let's see, where could we put the vellum? Here. Yeah, I think it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. So thank you for all the amazing TV series recommendations. You guys really recommended us a lot of great things. We are going to be checking them all out. Alright, so I think I'm going to trim and we will see about those fabrics. So we are going to be checking them all out, definitely. Also, I haven't responded to some of your comments yet, but I am planning to have a comment, responding to comments morning one of these days. This one's okay. Before I start work, maybe a bit later in the week. So far we started to rewatch Game of Thrones, which I don't know if people rewatch Game of Thrones at all, given how bad the last season was. And the funny thing is that I have rewatched, this is probably my third or fourth time rewatching Game of Thrones. I used to love this show so much, and I also love the books, and the first seasons, well, they are incredible. They are really incredible. Okay, I really, really want this piece of fabric here with this fairy. Whoops, look at this, you guys. Isn't it just perfect for this spot? Now I'm going to be covering my vellum. Is there any other place where I could put it? No, that's okay. I knew this was going to happen. That's just a part of the process. You collage, you cover some things up, you put some things on top. Anyway, so I was saying, I used to love this show. I think the first few seasons, I don't know how many, maybe 4, maybe 5, are amazing. And so I rewatched them already a few times in the past. But okay, we might come back to this one. But so then it was starting to go south. Is it how you say it? Go south when it's just not going as you would like it to? I think so. A funny thing is that for all the fan that I was of this show, I have not actually watched the last season. I mean, it got such bad reviews that I've never seen it. I know what happened. I mean, it's hard to avoid spoilers after what's now? What is it now? A year, 2 years? I don't know. From when it premiered, but yeah, I haven't seen it, and so now I'm going to. Now I am maybe. How about I add a little bit of this stunning fabric on each of those tags. Let's see how we like it. So now I'm actually going to watch it. We are in season 2 at this point. I think I like it here. So let's again glue this down. Have you watched it? Did you enjoy it? Or are you maybe planning to watch it for the first time? Or not at all? It's a just in case you are not familiar, this is, although I'm pretty sure most of you guys are, but it's a fantasy, high fantasy series, meaning that the whole thing is going on in a completely made up world. It's very political, it's very, can we add some of this gold here? It's very action packed, there are dragons, but it's not very fantasy, you know, so the focus is really on the politics of the world. Everybody wants to be a king, everybody wants to rule this world, everybody has a different claim on the throne. So yeah, that's pretty much how it is. It's called Game of Thrones, and that's not an accident. Now, Game of Thrones is actually the title of the first book from this book series. The series is called The Song of Ice and Fire, and the creators of the show decided to go with the first book's title as the title of the series, which I think was a good choice. I think Game of Thrones is a bit more catchy for a TV show than A Song of Ice and Fire, which is a bit long and kind of generic as well, you know? A something of something and something. Sounds a bit generic for me. Anyway. So what was your opinion on season which was it, 8? The last one, I think it was season 8. Alright, as per usual, my camera broke off, so I have no idea what I have been saying. I like my camera, but the problem I have with it is that after 20, well, almost 30 minutes, so like 29 minutes, it just shuts off. It stops recording. I really dislike it. Because when I'm crafting, I forget about the time, you know, so I couldn't count the number of times it just stopped recording and I was talking to you, still saying something, and I have no idea where or when it happened. Yeah. So, but I think I asked you guys, if you, to those of you who watched Game of Thrones, if you enjoyed or liked the last season, or not really. I would like to know. Okay, maybe a bit lower than that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then this one. How about we use some of this lace with her, because it kind of matches the color. However, if we used some white lace, it might brighten it up. It turned out a bit dark, this tag. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. So I have this irregular piece. I like that, but I am making sure that my fairy will cover this bit here. Awesome. And then this one. So please excuse you guys if sometimes it seems like I stopped talking mid-sentence or mid-word. It's probably because I lost track of time and my camera stopped. I think a lot of cameras do that actually, and also I think that now, and I know that now, but I didn't think to check before I got it. I didn't know it was a thing that happened with recording. I love it. And not my camera, I don't love it. Or the fact that it stops. But the tags, I'm loving them. Okay, and for this pretty lady, how about I add a little bit of color? Do we like that? I think so. It picks up this green that we have in some places. So as you can see, I'm just using wet glue to attach those pieces of fabric and lace, smooshing it with my fingers so it is thinner and it doesn't zip through my fabric. And it works really well. Okay, and my gold for her could be somewhere here maybe. Yeah, so we don't need a big piece. This is like tiny sequins, this fabric. So when I'm cutting it, just I get those sequins everywhere. How about here? Yes, I do like it here. Ooh, my glue decided to come out of the bottle on its own. Okay. Now, what next? What next? Maybe a little bit more glue. Right. So next, I'm actually thinking I would like to go around and ink around the whole tag. And and as for the fairy, I'm thinking, do I want to go around here with my gold gilding wax? It would make her stand out. I think it would be a good idea. Now I'm going to leave making a hole and adding some twine for the last. So I'll probably at some point stop the camera, stitch around with my sewing machine, and come back to you, and we will do the hole and twine part together. I can't really see how I could show you how I'm stitching. First of all, it's loud. It probably wouldn't be very pleasant. And secondly, well, I've no idea how I would position my camera and my machine, because my machine is right there at the side of my desk, but when I stitch I have to move it close to me, so it's pretty much here, right here. So I'm moving my camera, and yeah, it's exactly where my camera is, and but that's just the only part of this process that I am going to film off camera. All the rest, as you can see, we are doing together. That's how those craft therapy videos are. I'm just showing you the whole process. I'm just having fun, having relaxing time. Like inking around has always been super relaxing for me. So yeah, I don't want to cut it out. I would in my regular tutorials probably, but not this one. Here, this is not about the project as much as about the process, and inking or fussy cutting is definitely part of the process, yes. Okay, taking a sip of my tea. And now I'm going to take this. This is gilding paste. So I'm using one, not this one. Where's my other one? Or is it somewhere here on my desk? Where are you? Oh, here it is. Okay. So I'm using one from a Polish brand, Renaissance. However, you can use, I'm sorry, I say this every single time I use these, but I always get questions if I don't say it. This is gold gilding wax or paste, and you can get any gilding wax or any gilding paste that you have available where you shop for craft supplies. And I'm taking this on my finger, and I'm going to go around my fairy here. Add just a little bit of definition to the edges of this image, and doing it with my finger is definitely a bit more messy than doing it with, I don't know, a brush maybe or something. But I like the messiness, that's why I always use my finger for this. And yes, so I used to use what's it called? I always forget. Inca Gold, which is a texture paste, gold texture paste for this, and it worked really well as well. So really, you know, use whatever you can get in your at your craft store. So this can be gilding wax, this can be gilding paste, this can be gold texture paste, or copper, or anything you like. What else could we? You could use acrylic paint as well. So just go around with acrylic paint, and yeah. Is it where does she go? She goes here. Okay. Not adding a lot, just a little bit on those edges to add some definition here and there. It's not super easy given how irregular these shapes are, but that's okay. A little bit gold on her hair, her face, her thin hand. Okay. Yeah, maybe a little bit more here. And that's it. So it just adds a little bit of something, you know, a little bit of shine. Now this is not my favorite color of this paste. I used to use a different one. So this one is called Ducat Gold. Not sure if this is how you pronounce it in English. And the previous one I had was called Pure Gold, and it was my favorite type of gold. However, when I was shopping for this, I was shopping online. This shop did not have pure gold, so I thought, well, I'm going to get Ducat Gold, and also Rich Gold is the other color I got. And so I don't particularly like either of them. I am going to use them because they are good for certain projects, but I found that this pure gold, which was just gold, just what I think it was, like this, you know, gold like this. This is a bit more coppery, which is great for some projects, but I felt like my pure gold was good for all the projects. So it was, yeah, I could add it everywhere, and it worked well with everything. That's how I felt, at least. So I'm definitely going to search some more for my pure gold and get a nice stash of those so that I don't run out soon. Also, it seems like it's a small tube of this paste, but supplies like this are really, they really last long, you know. So that's another nice thing about using them, that they really last long. I think that's it. And then we have this lady, fairy lady. So as you can see, not precise at all, not being precise about it at all, which is how I like to do it. I'm going to have to clean my fingers before I do anything else, because I'm going to end up with this gold paste everywhere if I don't. A little bit here and here. Okay, and the last one. So I would love these craft therapy videos to be about an hour long. An hour is, I believe, you know, a good time in which we can relax, in which we can get something creative done. But it's not too long to maybe watch. It's not taking, hopefully, too long from from your die. Okay, that's it. Taking a tissue, and I'm going, maybe I should take a wet wipe, if I have any. Okay. My wet wipes are unfortunately not that wet anymore. I need to get a new pack. Okay, but they did the trick. They did the trick. So I think, is it time to add our fairies to glue them down? Is it that? I think so. I don't think I want to do much more. I like them as they are now. So I'm going to glue them down, attach them to the tags. Then I am probably going to do the machine stitching. And then we will finish the tags with some nice toppers. Probably some nice twine, maybe eyelash trim. I have been loving using eyelash trim on tags because it's just so fun. It has such a fun texture and it's pretty too. So I got some eyelash trim on Etsy. I don't remember where, but I literally just searched eyelash trim and found a seller who had a nice variety of color. They were shipping from Europe, so that always works for me. And you guys in the United States, you guys will probably have tons of sellers to choose from, which I am a bit envious about. But yes, we definitely here in Europe can find some pretty things too. Okay. Let's turn it around and make sure it's all stuck down. Okay. Got some scrap stuck to her as well. Right, then this lady looking away from us into the distance and dreaming perhaps. Okay. Oops. So crooked. So she was like, oh, she's still crooked. Oh no. Okay, I think it's all right. She looks like she's swaying. She's actually sitting on a, what is it that sways, you know, that kids have on playgrounds? Wow, I don't know the English word for this thing. But she's in it, and so she looks like she's swaying. She's a bit crooked here, but that's fine. Number 4. I'm a bit hungry, so I'm probably going to have something to eat after I finish it. Finish this project, and then I think I'm going to edit this video and upload it to YouTube so it's ready to go live tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a busy day, and not in the way I like. because a busy day at home when I craft, make videos, make digitals, whatever, I like those busy days. But busy days when I am driving all around Krakow to get things done, and getting stuck in traffic, and you know, that's not the busy day that I like. So that's unfortunately my day tomorrow. So I have my counseling session tomorrow. It's usually on Tuesdays at 1 p.m., which is not the best. I mean, the traffic isn't that bad, so that's why I chose this time. But it's in the middle of the day, so you know, it's not always great because I have to eat something before, so I have to cook something before, so it doesn't give me a lot of time in the morning to work. But then usually when I get back, it's 3 p.m. and so I like to work in the morning or early afternoon. 3 p.m. is kind of not, well, to start work at 3 p.m. that's not ideal. And tomorrow I actually have to go to a post office as well. So this will be another hour probably with the traffic. And yeah, and we also, so I changed my mind a bit. I think we're going to get our Christmas tree today. Oh, you guys, so I'm talking about tomorrow, but for you it's today. It's when this video goes up. That's why I want to upload it on Monday, so you guys can see it on Tuesday, which is the crazy day for me that I'm actually talking about now. So Tuesday we're going to, so today for you, Tuesday we're going to get our Christmas tree, or attempt to. Because on Monday, which is today for me, and it's getting a bit complicated, I think, well, I'm enjoying my work, you know, I'm kind of in a creative mood, so I want to take advantage of it and work at home and not waste my time in traffic. The traffic is really bad here in Krakow, you guys. I think it's still not as bad as Warsaw, which is capital city of Poland. So I can't imagine how bad it is there, and I don't even want to imagine. Okay, you guys, I am going to take this to my sewing machine. I have a nice minty green, very light mint green thread there, and I'm going to stitch around, probably with a zigzag stitch, or maybe a nice straight stitch. So we will see, and I will be right back. Alrighty, all done. Not sure if you will be able to see. I'll try to show you. Come on. Oh, this is, so I chose sorry, I was setting focus on my camera. I chose straight stitch, after all, because it's a bit more delicate than zigzag, and because I like it as well. So now I'm taking my hole punch and I am making holes in which I will put some twine, first eyelet, I suppose. This is the way I usually do it. Eyelets. Okay, I have my eyelets here. And, oh, I have nice blue ones. Do I want to use maybe the blue eyelets? That would be fun. However, no, I think I'm going to go with these. I think we have enough colors. These are just regular eyelets. We have a lot of going on with the colors and fabrics and all the different, oops, Where did it go? Never mind. All the different textures. So I'm going to add just the simplest little eyelets on my tags. Wow, I did not add gold leaf trim. I'm just looking at it now, that's why I remembered. But that's good, you know, that's good. I love it. And of course I would love it on these tags. But I do want to try other things. So no gold leaf trim on this one. Also this gold leaf trim is the exact color of this pure gold that I was talking about, this pure gold paste. Not this ducat gold, but my pure gold. So I just need to get my pure gold, because I don't think gold leaf trim would go well with this gold that we have here, although I do like it on these tags. Oops, excuse me. I do like it on these tags. All right. So there is that. Now what can I add? Let me see. I got these in a Happy Mail, I believe. Now how about I add a little bit of this? Which color? Because this one matches the paste better, but this one matches this thingy better. Okay, but this is one thing. And then here's my eyelash trim in a cream color. So let me see. If I took a piece, let's say this long, and then paired it. No, I think I'm going to go with the gold, just a regular gold. This is so cute. This looks like it could be on a Christmas tree if it was like much bigger. It's a cute trim. Okay, and I'm going to fold those two bits in half, put them through an eyelet together, if I can manage that with all the fibers here. Okay, come on, come on. Now open those on the other side and loop. Oh, this is so pretty. I love it. It's so cute. And I decided to leave the threads from stitching loose as well for just some more texture. I love it. I'm definitely going to go with the gold. You can't go wrong with the gold, you guys. When in doubt, just go for gold. That's my motto. That's something that always works for me. When in doubt, go with gold. Yep. So the second one, right here. So I don't yet know if I want to add these tags to some. What happened here? Huh. Okay, I have this piece which is perfect length to go for another tag. So I don't yet know if I want to add these tags to some pockets that I already have in my fairy journals, or if I want to just paper clip them, because they are really pretty, if I may say so myself. So they would be a nice decoration for a page if they were just clipped, paper clipped, maybe with a nice paper, golden paper clip. Golden, you know, of course. And maybe I could add a little bit of some trim or maybe beads on the paper clip too. So that would be an additional decoration of the page. Okay. Oh, I love how they turned out. Now, I don't have gold leaf trim, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to resist adding gold splashes. Probably not. So you will have to forgive me but you know, I stepped out of my comfort zone here by not inking the edges of the pieces of paper that I used for collaging the backgrounds. So I think I can add the gold splatters to go back into my comfort zone at least a little bit. But it's not to say that I dislike how it turns out. Like I said, I think that because I haven't inked the scraps of papers that I use to collage the backgrounds are so much like softer and just in the background, you know, and I like this effect. I like it. I think it makes the fairies pop out of the page or the tag more, which is what I was going for. This, oops, the gold didn't go through. Let's try it again. These are really hairy, so to speak, so it's hard to have them both go through the eyelet, but we will manage. And I also love that we added some journaling space on the back, which matches the fairies because, well, it comes from the same kit, of course. So the flowers are the same as what we have on the front of the tag. Okay, now there's a lot of loose threads here, so I'm going to grab them. I have them all on my sweater. And that's, no, I was going to say that was it, but I had one more thought because I found these and I think I should have, oh yes, I do, I should have more of these pearls, and I think I want to add maybe one or two small clusters on my tags of those faux pearls, enamel dots, however you may call them. Okay, for some additional texture, of course, you know, me and my texture, my need for texture. So I'm going to add 3 dots of glue on each tag and simply add some enamel dots. And I am using additional glue. Of course, they are adhesive, but I don't trust them very much. I don't trust them or the adhesive that they have on all of these different papers. So I'm going to be using some pinks and some blue, and I think it looks gorgeous. It's a bit 3D. I think it matches the lush fabric that we have. Okay. Now here, where could I put some? Maybe here on, so one would go here and these would go on the flower. So perhaps I would have the blue one here and some pinks, oops, some pinks there. Love it. Love it, love it. And let's go with this place. So a bit on her wing. Pretty. Now I'm thinking either here or here. Let's go with the top here. I really need to restock on enamel dots and those faux pearls because I love them, and I think I'm running out of them. I don't have many left. the next one. Okay, so we might actually, I think I might actually, okay, I will do 2 here. I might actually, and 1 down there, and not add the splatters, because to be honest, I am loving this a lot. I'm loving this a whole lot, like it is now. So I don't think we need anything more. Also, I do think that my maybe the same thing, so 2 up there and 1 here. I do think my gold mist, which I use to make my splashes, is a different color of gold than this ducat gold that I used to go around the fairies. So I think I'm okay with not adding splashes. I'm still going to, oh come on, still going to love this project. I do love this project a lot. Okay, let's see what we have, because I do believe we are done. And I have to say, I love them a lot. They are so colorful and happy, and those softer background with a little bit of those lush gold and the same gold here in the tassel. I think it's spot on. Alrighty, so let me show you a close-up. This should go into focus in just a second. And thank you so much everyone for crafting with me today, for spending this hour or more, a bit more probably, with me today, for joining me in this craft therapy session. I have thoroughly enjoyed working on these. And I can't wait, honestly, I can't wait for the next craft therapy. I am loving these videos. I'm so happy you are too. So yeah, have a wonderful day, you guys, or the rest of your day. And I will speak to you very, very soon. Bye, guys.